I'm going to show you everything you need to know in order to make a trading bot as a total beginner. I promise you will see the full steps if you just strap in for this short video, and you'll see exactly how to automate your trading, because you know it's too emotional for humans to trade. You see the bars go up and down, you're trying to chase them all day, and you got into trading to get your time back, right? Yeah. So why are we staring at the screens all day? I don't know. There's no reason. There's no reason to stare at the screens anymore. You can automate your trading. I'll even give you the code to a full trading bot and show you how to build any idea that you have. I'll show you how to use AI, even if you're just brand new to coding. So don't even worry about it. I'll give you the ultimate resource too. It's a roadmap that I've been working on for 4 years. This takes your hand step by step in how to automate your trading. I have over 1,700 hours of tutorials showing how to automate your trading, so you know there's going to be a ton of value in this short video. So strap in. My name is Moondev. I believe code is a great equalizer. Ever since I finally learned how to code, simply because I was scared for the first 10 years of being in tech. I was scared to learn how to code. I thought it was just for the people that went to Stanford or the super smart kids, the nerds, you know what I'm talking about. But I played video games my whole life. I can figure anything out. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on hiring people, hiring developers to do stuff for me, and they were just doing shoddy work. And I knew once I had this huge problem of emotional trading, over trading, buying, panicking, FOMO, etc., etc. Once I had that problem, I knew I had to automate it. So I had to learn how to code. Now I know how to code. I believe it's a great equalizer, because at the end of the day, you can't take that away from someone. If you know how to code, you can build for the rest of your life. Okay, first off, I want to deliver right away, and I want to give you this resource. It's on moondev.com. Anyways, it's a roadmap if you're trying to get started here. If you don't know how to code, I show you how to code in this video. If you don't know how to build a bot, I show you how to build a bot in this video. I'm also going to show you how to build one in this video, and I'm going to show you the code as well. So stick around, and you also get 90 plus strategies here in this video. So you can see this is the exact roadmap you want if you're a brand new trader. Algo trader. You have all the frequently asked questions. We have a community, etc., etc., a book list, so you can actually go study and find new strategies and all of that. And then my actual system. This is a great place to start. The process of automating your trading starts with research of trading strategies, because you have to have a good strategy in order to automate it, right? Maybe you already have one that's awesome, but then you want to backtest those strategies to see if they actually work in the past. Backtesting is the process of taking data and saying, hey, I have this strategy. Did it work in the past 10 years, 5 years, et cetera, et cetera? If it works in the past, it's not guaranteed to work in the future, but it's much more likely. So this is the RBI system that I personally follow every single day. Research, backtest, and then implement. A lot of people have this wrong, and they go and they try to build a bot right away, and they lose all their money because they weren't actually running a strategy that worked in the past. So that's why it's RBI, research, backtest, and then implement. Once you have a bunch of winning backtests, then you go ahead and implement with small size, because it's not guaranteed to work in the future. Again, this whole roadmap, I'll let you explore it. There's a ton of information. It's at moondev.com. But the first thing I want to do is I want to get you this full code here to this supply and demand zone bot. This is a bot that I am using here on Solana, on chain, and I'll just scroll through all the code real quick. You can see you put your address in here, any tokens that you want to trade. And this is the one I am going to be working on here today. So I want to make sure all the code is here. You can see the percentage I'll be selling in an uptrend or versus a downtrend. My size here, your size, I start with small size, of course. There's a couple other constants up here. You can just see all this code and explore it. And the cool thing is when you don't know what to do, you just say, hey, can you explain this code to me step by step? I'm new to coding and I need you to explain it all. And then you just have the AI explain it for you. What is this AI I'm using? I'm using Cursor. That's Cursor. It's an AI inside of my coding environment. But you can see the rest of the code here. Aggregate the 2 hour. This gets the hyper liquid price here. We're getting the price just to see where the trend is going, a simple moving average just to see which way the market is moving. It's not my main thing, but you can see this checks the trend here. So I'm trying to give you all the code so you have something that you can have right away at the start of this training, and then I will walk you through the things that I'm going to be building today. You can see this tries to enter a position down here. So try position entry here. You get the token price. I've got some functions I want to show you here, like token price as well. It's in another file, but I'll show you all of that as well. Now, if you ever get stuck with coding and you're trying to build, you can just simply say, explain it. Look at this. This actually
explains. Your time is
explains.
limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life.
This actually explains everything for me. So you can have it break down piece by piece. You could say something like this. Okay, I'm confused here. So as a beginner, I'm confused with the above code I just attached. Can you walk me through how it works, and then give me 3 examples of how I can how it can be used so I can learn it better. You know, I'm just new to coding. So this is what I still do to this day sometimes. But let's keep going through some of this code, because, you know, this is Python code. You can literally learn forever, but I don't want that to intimidate you. When I was getting started, I always got intimidated by developers that said, you know, I'd be like, how long did it take you to learn how to code? And they're like, dude, I've been doing it for 10 years and I'm still learning. I understand what they're saying now, but that's intimidating, because you don't need to spend 10 years to learn how to code. Spend 6 months, 3 months, and you'll get the gist, and then you can start building, and then you learn along the way. So if this all looks Chinese to you, well, at least you have all the code. I'm going to keep scrolling through this supply and demand zone bot so you can get your eyes on all the code, take screenshots, whatever you need to do. You have a rewind button and a pause button, which is beneficial to you watching. So much love. All I do ask is you throw a like on this video if you believe this is valuable for you. I mean, I have the mission here to help as many people as possible automate their trading, simply because it's a better approach. Just like we're starting to get in these autonomous cars, dude, there's no reason to be driving anymore. Why are we trading? I don't know. I don't know. You can come up with the ideas still, and you just have a robot execute it for you. So you can see, I'm just going to keep running through all this code so you see everything. This checks the SMA conditions here, checks to see if the major coins are trending. In this bot, I look for 2 out of the 3 minimum to be trending. So BTC, Ethereum, and Solana. I'm looking at all of them. I want to make sure they're all trending in order for this to actually run the bot. You can see this gets my USDC balance, which is important because I must have USDC in order to enter a trade. If I don't have that USDC, then it will not enter a trade. This checks the supply and demand zone. This is a supply and demand zone bot that essentially buys where the banks are buying and sells where the banks are selling. If the banks were actually trading these meme coins, which they probably aren't yet, that gives us edge though, and that's exciting to me. So you can see there's a few functions I want to show you. The supply and demand zone function, and these are on other files, so I will slide on over there here in a second, but I want to give you the full code here to the first part. You can see if it's in an uptrend, it's going to do something that different than if it's in a downtrend. If it's in an uptrend, it's going to be selling 50% of the bag that it buys, while if it's in a downtrend, it's going to be selling 95% of the bag that it buys, only in the supply zone. So it's not going to panic sell, and that's what humans do. That's why I don't believe that humans should be trading by hand. But here you go. You just saw all of the code for the first page. There's a couple functions that I want to show you, like close all positions. That's a important one. This will close all of your positions, and you need fetch wallet holdings OG. That looks like this. This is months, if not years of code that you're getting here free on YouTube. So if you do feel like this is valuable, please do smash that like, and let's show you a couple more of these functions. And then I have something actually critical that I need to fix ASAP. So as an algorithmic trader, the game never really ends, and that's why I love it so much, is because there's always something new to build. And Jim Simons continuously says you just need to make your systems better and better and better. Who is Jim Simons? He is the best algorithmic trader ever to touch planet Earth. He ran up a net worth of $31.4 billion, and this is the biggest ad ever. Okay, boom. So this is Jim. He passed last year, unfortunately, but he set the path out for us, so we can just follow him and keep going. Let's see what else we need to show you here. There's a couple other functions. You could see that I imported n dot, which is essentially another file. It's my nice funcs file. Supply and demand zones. This is a very important one, so I want to make sure you have the supply and demand zones here. You can see all the code here, free on YouTube, because I love you. because I know you're smashing the like. Token price. You can see token price here as well. And let's see if there's anything else I need to show you. I know I'm showing these fast, but like I said, you've got the rewind button, you've got the pause, you've got the screenshot, you saw fetch wallet holdings OG. And now I have this critical bug that I need to fix. Okay, so what is the bug? It's not so much a bug, but it's an overusage of my API credits. So what I want to do here is I want to look for places that I use token list. Where in my code do I use this API call? Please look at my SDZ2 and my nice funks and identify all of the places that I use this bird eye API call, because I'm overusing it and I'm really running up a bag when it comes to API credits. So I would like to use less. You don't need to do anything right now. You don't need to change any of the code. Just identify all the places and potential things that I can do to make it better. So it's token list. That's what's chewing up all my credits. All right, so actually I messed up. I need to tag SDZ2 and I also need to tag nice funks. So there we go. And these are chewing up my credits like crazy, so okay, so let's read through this. It says, okay, I've scanned your SDZ2 and nice funks files for uses of Bird Eye API endpoint wallet token list. This endpoint is indeed used to fetch the list of tokens in a wallet, along with their amounts and USD value. Overcalling this can definitely chew through some API credits, especially if done frequently or for multiple wallets. Here's where it's being used and some initial thoughts. Okay, so it's being used in fetch wallet holdings. And I'm actually going to write this down. So all the places that I'm using token list. I'm going to write this down here. Token list calls and fetch wallet holdings. Perfect. So it's in the nice funks. Fetches all tokens. Okay, I already know what it does. Fetch wallet holdings OG here. Yes. Oh, that's nice. When you click it, it goes to that. Token list. So fetch wallet holdings OG. Okay, where else? Fetch wallet token single. Okay. We got some liquidations coming through. These are orders flying. They're absolutely flying. And when they're flying like this, you know some big liquidations are coming through. You can watch liquidations on the left side and the bigger ones on the right side. You can see Uni, someone just got liquidated for 36 million. Sorry, 360,000. That would be crazy. 36 million B. That'd be crazy. Fetch wallet token single here. Wallet address. Okay, so it's also in there. Beautiful. So we're getting all the places that the fetch wallet holdings or the token list is being used, and get position. So we're using it there. Okay, get position.
Damn near anything we could think is real. And if it's not, we could create it. See, that's the gift we were given to evolve, advance, create. I create my own world.
Remove all emotions and actually automate your trading, I can show you from a point of not knowing how to code at all. If you don't know how to code at all, I can show you exactly how to code, and then I can show you exactly how to automate your trading. You can see there's hundreds of reviews. I'll show you at the bottom, and there's a 100% money back guarantee, and the price is super inexpensive, $69. And I will literally hold your hand step by step in the process of automating your trading. You can watch this video if you want to learn a little bit more about it, but we can quickly scroll through here, and pretty much everything that I wish I could find on the internet when I was trying to automate my trading is in this bootcamp. It's 15 days of videos that you can watch on demand in any language, just in case you don't speak English natively. You can watch all videos at any time period of the day in any language. And I show you step by step how to automate your trading. And not only that, I give you free AI. So I pay for your OpenAI, Claude. We have channels in our Discord that give you 100% free AI so you can cancel all your subscriptions. You have a team of us that are all working towards the same goal. We're all chasing this guy. This is Jim Simons. He ran up a net worth of $31.4 billion. And he always says you just have to make your systems better and better and better because that's what everybody else is trying to do. So I can show you step by step how to get your ideas out of your brain into an automated trading system, and you'll be able to code all of it. I spent 10 years in technology scared to code because I thought it was just for super smart people who went to Stanford or knew a bunch of math, and I was neither of those. Then I locked in because I had to automate my trading. I learned Python and I learned how to actually automate my trading. It's the most secretive industry in the entire world. Nobody else is sharing this information. So you can see a closer look of what's in the bootcamp here. There's 15 full days. And on the first day, in case you don't know how to code, I show you how to code. So don't worry. I give you an intro to algo trading. I get all of your orders set up, all your risk management set up. I get you to a place where you can backtest any strategy that you have for the rest of your life. So while I don't just say, hey, here's a bot that you can run, make $1 million, I think that's a scam. If you ever see that on the internet, which I know you will, just run away because nobody is going to give you a trading bot that just makes you a bunch of money. You have to come up with your own strategy and your own edge. But for a crazy low price, I can show you step by step how to get to that point where you can just sit here like I do. You see me on live every single day. I show everything on YouTube. And I just test the RBI method.
We must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
And dude, I understand. I understand how emotional this game is. And sometimes you feel defeated because you're just tired of looking at these charts go up and down. You have FOMO and then you have fear and you're scared. You're in a position, you're in a long position. Then all of a sudden you're in a short position. And then all of a sudden you're using 40x leverage. Dude, I totally understand that. But that was Martin Luther King Jr. And he says, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But by all means, keep going. And I know trading can rip your heart out. The sad thing about trading, which is like,
Don't run with the pack. If everyone is trying to solve the same problem, or a whole group of people, if that's the latest and greatest thing to do, don't do that. Do something original. Don't follow the pack.
If not days. All right, so today I am going new position is, and if the price ever falls under the Hello? Damn, dude. How long was the sound out for is the question. I don't know. My bad. But I'm trying to track down what this API, where these APIs started at. This API
¿Tienes una gran
calls.
audiencia en Facebook? ¿Por qué no monetizarla?
So I'm just doing a little track down here. You can see no position to sell. I'm gonna turn this off for now. I don't expect any fast things to go. Good amount of API calls there. Solid amount here, but nothing crazy. And then here, let's go check out the copy bot real quick. Let's go over. Oh, it's actually not in this file here. So what is the solution? 10 minutes? Damn, dude. Out for 10 minutes? That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. But that's okay. What do you do? What do you do? Okay, so overview here. I'm just looking at my usage here. June 2nd. Damn, dude. Hmm. This is tricky. Essentially, you can see here, dude. I'm looking at this. My usage here over the last 30 days. Something happened around here, which is about 9 days ago. And now that token list gets hit so hard. And now it's up to here. I got it down a little bit here, which is more better. So I did make some major changes. Just slowing things down a bit. So maybe I'll do that again. Let me do that again, actually. Yeah. This is calling it all the time. This little thing. Yeah, it actually might be this. Timer with balance. Timer with balance. Check out this. Check out this one. How often is it calling the token list here? I think this might be the one because I think we have a loop that is constantly checking the token balance, or maybe it's every 5 minutes. It says it right there, actually. Jeez, it says right here how often it'll do it. Every 5 minutes, get the token balance. You've got a good eye. Let's break down how timer sold balance uses the bird eye token list. How timer with sold balance calls the API. The API call it to, okay, that token list happens inside fetch wallet balance. This function is then called by there. This function is essentially a wrapper around fetch wallet balance. Log timer entry minutes. This function is called once at the beginning of each new timer session after you enter the duration. It calls balance equals
talent you
get
have naturally.
USDC.
Skill is only
Balance,
developed
which triggers
by
the
hours and
API
hours
call.
and hours of beating on your craft.
main functions inner loop here. This is the main timer loop, while true inside the loop, there's a logic to update the balance here. Is set to 5. The condition last balance is none ensures the API call is made at the very beginning of the first timer count. Subsequently, an API call is made if time since end of timer here. Frequency of API calls at the start of each timer session when there's a new duration during an active timer countdown. One call immediately when the countdown starts. Then one call approximately, okay, not exactly infinite in the sense of calling as fast as possible. The while true point one loop is an infinite loop, but the API calls within is throttled. Potential for high usage. If balance update minutes is set to a very small amount, which is currently it's 5, then yes. If you frequently stop and start the timer, you are correct. The script calls the token list here. Once when a new timer duration is logged, once when the timer countdown visually begins, then approximately every 5 minutes when a timer is actively counted. Once when a timer countdown completes, if you're running a very short timers, okay. Can we update this code to make it so it just updates one time every time the timer updates? So if I have a 10-minute timer, it'll update every 10 minutes. And the timer is updated via the terminal when I start the bot. So this won't even be hard coded as balance update minutes anymore. Okay, let's read through this here. And has been removed and the logic is main. Okay. Now the balance will be fetched and displayed as follows. Okay, perfect. So we've cleaned up some credits there. So that's good. And these are the trials and tribulations here of an algorithmic trader, dude. Fetching bug. Go ahead and say accept here. I'm using Gemini here today, by the way, because FS Trent said so. Okay, so here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now it's all fixed here. So that will save us some credits. All right, so that's the first thing that will be fixed. And then Let's go see where else we can do this at. Here, I think I fixed this quite a bit by slowing it down a lot. And let me just double check that. I could do this once. Trending meme, the main here. Let's go to main here and let's update this one a bit. So you can see it runs every 20 minutes. Let's have it run every 45. Okay, so I just needed to do that to be aware. Doesn't need to be the fastest. Okay, every 45 now, perfect. Got Solana, perfect. And then there's another thing here, the token list.py. What is this? Now I have this other file here called dashboard. And this dashboard probably running it up. Seconds. Where do I change the number of seconds that it sleeps for in between runs? I see it as a argument here at the bottom. Can you please hard code it at the top so I can just say how many minutes I want it to run at? And we can start it at 30 minutes. Okay, so I think this is another place that is going to be much better now. It's going to be much, much better now. Better and better. Better and better and better and better. I can help you with that. We'll move the interval up top. Perfect. Changing the dashboard here. And let's see where they move it to. Okay, you can see interval update minutes. Perfect. I've removed the old argument. Okay. Let's go ahead and say accept here. And let's see how it do now. Update interval. Perfect. So let's go over there to this update interval here. And this is my dashboard that shows me everything that has been trending, which is nice to have. And now it should save me a little bit more credits here because I think before it was running every few seconds, not seconds, but minutes. Can be a little aggressive here. Be check in with the chat, see how you guys are doing. Does he actually read YouTube live comments? Nope. Thoughts on grid training bots? They eventually blow up, but they can do well in some markets. And if you have a strategy behind it, I don't want to say they all blow up by any means, but if it's just a grid trading bot from an exchange, I wouldn't be too interested in it. Jane says she thought I was quiet for once. I'm always yapping. I'm never quiet. So if I'm quiet, you know that the sound has gone out. All right, so this should be much better now. And let me check my list here. SCZ2, I've made that one better as well, so it calls it less. I've fixed the timer with balance. Timer with balance fixed. Quick buy and sell. This one's fine and off. Trending bot improved by increasing the sleep. And then copy bot, I didn't get to that one yet, so let's go check that one out. Timer with balance. This is the copy trader here. So bot bot.py, it runs every 20 minutes. Let's have it run every 30. And here we go. Main.py, bot.py. Okay, perfect. If you don't yap, you don't learn. It's good to yap. Yap, 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 yap. Ship, 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 ship. Ship, 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 ship. Yap, 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 yap. Okay, so that one should be a little bit better now. And then copybot, I increased to 30 from 20. And then SDZ2. That's all we got, dude. That's all of them. The SDZ2 here, if I go ahead and look at that, that's the one that I showed you here, supply and demand zone. I showed you all that code at the start, so please do smash that Lizzie. You can see it's right every 5 minutes. Please update this bot here to run every 20 minutes. Put that 20 as a constant at the top and change it from seconds to minutes. I mean, shit, that's a little slow though. I'm gonna say stop actually. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Guess not. Guess I'm not. Guess I'm not gonna say stop. I hit the go, so we'll go. Just put it up here and you can see where's the 20 at? 20, 20, 20, 20. I'm gonna say 10. 15. SDZ2. So you saw the update there. A little sketch, but not that sketch. A little sketch, but not that sketch. So that is a great little update here. And you saw how I worked with all this stuff, dude. So everything that I know, you know. And I showed you a code to a whole bot here today. Medi, what's up? 777. The 777 is good. His love endures forever. Dream big, work hard. Let us not love with words, but actions. John 3:18. Much love, much love. It's an amazing, amazing world. I want to double check all of these here to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, that one wasn't a problem. SDZ was a little bit of a problem. Main.py was a little bit of a problem. We fixed that. That was the trending one. This is the SDZ. This is the copy trader. Was a little bit of a problem. This sniper.
I'm not negotiating with myself.
Yeah.
The deal was already made. The deal was made when I set out at the beginning of the summer and said, this is the training plan I'm doing. I signed that contract with myself. I'm doing it. You know, throughout that process, you'll start talking to yourself like, man, I think I need to, maybe if we, nope. No, this is non-negotiable.
Yeah.
It's non-negotiable, baby. It's non-negotiable. So that's everything I really wanted to show you. So I'm just going to see you in the next one. I'll be live tomorrow, 8 a.m. every day.